Hello students, this is Mrs. Raksha Shirodkar from Seth Vidya Mandir English High School and Junior College of Commerce and Science. So today we'll continue with the same, that is Computer Science Paper 2, Chapter number 2, Instruction Set of 8085. We had completed with total 16 number of instructions from the logical group. So we'll be continuing today with the same logical group. And with the 17th instruction we'll continue. So 17th one is CMA, which stands for complement the accumulator, and what it does, it will complement the accumulator, that's it, and nowhere the answer will be stored in the accumulator itself. So the format is a complement. If you can see the format there, the format is written A bar, which is nothing but the complement of A. So hence we write it as A bar, and the result is always stored in accumulator itself. Addressing mode is implied addressing mode. Why? Because there is no operand in the instruction, that is there is no data mentioned in the instruction. There is only opcode, which is CMA, only instruction name, there is no operand or data. So hence it is implied, also called as implicit addressing mode. The groups of this particular instruction is logical group only. The bytes will be 1 byte since there is no operand or data mentioned. Flags will be none, no flags it will affect this particular instruction. Then the comment or explanation that you will write is the instruction, this particular instruction complements the content of the accumulator and the result is placed in the accumulator itself. So what happens, it only complements the content of the accumulator, and after complementing the result is always placed in the accumulator itself. So example that I have taken here is, let A, accumulator content I have assumed as 5DH, which is a hexadecimal unit. So 5D you will be writing in binary first, so 0101 for 5, and D which means 13, correct? So it is 1101 in binary. So you will write the instruction CMA, and after execution, whatever after complementing, that is one's complement, only one's complement, you will never perform two's complement. So how do we perform one's complement? We replace 1 by 0 and 0 by 1, correct? And that is the way we find a one's complement answer. So after execution, the one's complement answer of 5DH we get is 1010, opposite of 0101, that is 5, and opposite of D, which is 1101, is 0010. So the answer I got is A2. A, that is 1010, which is 10 in decimal, and in hexa we write it as A. Then 2 is 0010, which is 2. So the answer that we get is A2H, which is stored in accumulator itself. So before executing this particular CMA instruction, the accumulator content was 5D. After execution, the content became A2H. So this was CMA, which is very easy. Only you need to remember the format and the full form, which is complement accumulator. Do not, many students make a mistake by switching it to compare instruction. CMP is different instruction and CMA is different. CMP is compare and CMA is complement accumulator. So let us see the next instruction, which is 18. So today we'll see total 3 instructions in this particular video, and we'll be completing with the logical group today. So the 18th one is CMC, which stands for complement carry. Today we'll be seeing complement plus the other one instruction that I'll be showing you all. CMC is complement carry, CMA is complement accumulator, CMC is complement carry flag. So the format will be carry flag, the complement, which means a bar on top of carry, which means the complement of carry, and the answer itself is stored in carry flag. So carry can either be 0 or 1, and if it is 0, and if you find the complement, it will be 1, and if you take the carry as 1 before execution, after executing this particular instruction, it will be 0. So opposite of whatever you consider, okay? So the addressing mode is implied or implicit addressing mode. Why? Because there is no operand or data mentioned in this instruction. Group is the logical group itself. Bytes will be 1 byte. Flags that will be affected will be only carry flag. Why? Because the name itself says complement carry flag. So hence it will only affect the carry flag and no other flags. And not also, it will not affect the accumulator. In the previous instruction we had learned CMA, which is nothing but complement accumulator, which used to only complement the accumulator, and it never used to affect the carry flag. So hence we wrote in flags, no flags are affected, so none. Here the instruction itself says complement carry flag, so hence only carry flag it will affect, it will not affect the accumulator, so we do not have to assume your accumulator content. So hence in the format, can you see that complement carry flag, which is CY bar, which is complement of carry, and the arrow is towards CY. So the answer is stored in the carry flag itself. Okay, so how will you explain? You will write this instruction complements the content of the carry flag. Okay, then let us see the example that I have taken. Let CY is equal to 1. I have considered the carry flag as 1. The carry flag can be either 0 or 1. You can consider 0 if you want. I have considered 1 here, and you will write the instruction CMC. After execution, what happens? CY is equal to 0. Why? Because I executed the instruction CMC. So what it did, it complemented the carry flag. So the carry flag, which was 1 before execution, got complemented, and the answer is 0 now after execution. Okay, so the next instruction in this particular logical group, the last instruction in this logical group, we totally have 19 instruction in this particular group. So the last instruction in this group is STC, which stands for set carry flag. Set means you will have to put it as 1. Set means always 1. Reset means always 0. So STC, which is set carry flag. So the format is, in carry flag you will insert 1. If it is 1 already, you will not change it anything. So you will not change that carry flag if it is already 1, and if it is 0, you will put 1 in that particular carry flag. The addressing mode will be implied, which is also called as implicit addressing mode. Group is logical group. Bytes is 1 byte. All of these 3 instructions, that is CMA, CMC and STC, all are of implied addressing mode. Also the rotate instructions, the 4 rotate instructions that we saw, are also of implicit or implied addressing mode. Okay, so the flags that will be affected is only carry flag. Why? Because we only set the carry flag, no other flags will be affected hence. Okay, so the explanation that you will write in this particular instruction is, this instruction will only set the carry flag to 1. Okay, and if it is, again I am telling, if it is already 1, if you consider the carry flag already 1, so what you will write after executing this instruction, the carry flag is also 1 again. Why? Because you will not change anything in that. So example I have taken, let CY is equal to 0. I have taken both the example to show you all. So let CY is equal to 0. The instruction is STC, which stands for set the carry flag to 1. Set carry flag means, set means 1 always, reset means 0. So the instruction STC, after execution what happens, CY is equal to 1. Before it was 0, and after the executing this instruction it became 1. The next example that I have taken is let CY is equal to 1. Here I have taken carry flag as 1. So after executing instruction STC, after execution you will write CY is equal to 1 again. Why? Because no change, you will put it as 1 if it is already 1. Only if it is 0 you put it as 1 after execution. So these are the 3 instructions that we were left for this particular group, and we completed this particular group, that is third group, logical group, in this particular video. In the next video we'll be continuing with the fourth group, that is branching group. One more group is left, so we totally have 5 groups in this particular chapter. We only have instructions in this chapter, so we have to learn the instructions very well. We have 5 groups with many instructions inside it, and we only have the instructions to learn in this particular chapter. Again I'm telling you all, we don't have any question answers in this particular chapter, so you have to learn these instructions very well. Today we completed with 3 groups, that is data transfer, arithmetic and the logical group. In the next video we'll be seeing the 4th group from the same chapter, that is the branching group. So thank you students.